what I'm doing is waiting for a formation of these stones that will allow me to cross this lava river, so I can continue with the stage. And they're randomly generated as well, so there's nothing I can really do to speed that up. If I hadn't fought the enemies, I probably could have crossed this a little bit quicker, but really couldn't do that because they would have killed me. The chest that I'm about to pick up contains a galvabot kit. And this galvabot kit, once you go back to the arena, he'll actually take it from you, no matter what you do. After he takes it from you, you get a new arena fight that you can compete in. This section is also one of the more confusing areas of the game. There's two sections like this in this stage, and I don't like either one. There's actually one more section like this in the game, aside from the other one in the stage. But first I have to pull out the Sword of Earth so I can knock down this pillar. If you don't, you can't cross this. I don't think you can double jump across, even if you were to try. And what it looked like what happened there is that I jumped too early, and the pillar hadn't fallen to the ground yet, which is why Musashi got knocked off. I didn't actually miss the jump. After that level up, like always, I'm just going to level up duplicating, because leveling up duplicating will level up focus and MP, and those are the only two stats that I really need to complete this playthrough. It becomes a lot more apparent once I get certain abilities later in the game. So that's Trixie. She works at Pepper's Grill, and later in the game you get an ability from Trixie for free. And I actually don't know if you need to rescue her to complete the story. I don't really leave out mystics when I play through this game to see which ones are required and which ones aren't. I know which ones you have to talk to for the story, but there's probably a few you could skip here and there. Which is kind of sad because you don't have to rescue all of them, even though it's supposed to be one of the main missions of the game. Save all the mystics, get the 5 swords, rescue the 5 maidens. In sections like this in games I really don't like. If I don't mash X during those sections, Musashi will probably fall down, not to his death, but he'll take a lot of damage for it, and I'll have to do that all over again. Now you need the Sword of Water to actually progress in this part. This is supposed to be a puzzle where you stand on one of these rocks, which raises the lava level on the other rock. Then you just freeze that one, and then you jump over to it. Now, some of the magic alloys in this game are hidden, some aren't, but I'm going to be going after every one, so if you're interested in magic alloy locations, you're going to be seeing every one this playthrough. And after running past these ninjaroids, you're going to see a checkpoint, and that checkpoint is important because I've died past this checkpoint a lot, in a lot of playthroughs, no matter what I do. So that's a very familiar checkpoint to me, which is kind of sad. And what I'm failing in doing right there is I'm trying to lock onto the Mystic Capsule so I can go for a triangle attack to break it, because you can't break it with the normal katana. And the hitbox for the triangle attack, that giant sword that he has on his back, that attack has a very shitty hitbox. Not only that, it has horrible recovery as well, and I try my best never to use it. And also because the game is on hard mode and I skipped fighting a lot of enemies, right there Musashi took a hell of a lot of health, almost died. But thanks to HP recovery items, he's going to survive. And there's going to be a lot more steam vents on this section of the volcano as well. And it's very good if you can lead enemies into them, so you don't have to fight them. And now we're coming up to one of the sections that I think is complete bullshit on this stage. It's one of the sections I hate in every fucking playthrough I've done of this game. That little rock that you see on the right as I'm killing this Ninjaroid, you have to carry a lot of these rocks to certain points. And there's enemies like that, and that enemy will charge and kill Musashi like 9 times out of 10. It took him half my health right there, and Musashi almost died for it. You do get one of the better abilities. Well, not one of the better abilities. It's one of the abilities I never fucking use, so I can't say one of the better ones. You get a useful ability. But yeah, that's zanshin, and when you use it, your MP goes down, but Musashi's defense goes up in exchange for using it. And I don't think I used that ability the whole playthrough. I might have used it once just to see what it was like. There's an offensive version of that too called Kai that you get at the end of the game. What I was trying to do right there was really decide if it was worth getting my HP all the way back up. And these oddballs that you're seeing, which are these little black balls on the ground, these things have killed Musashi a lot too because they can swarm him. They function a lot like boos do as well. And if you run in front of them and you're facing them, they'll run away from you. But if you turn around, they'll try to attack you. What I decide is not to risk it and actually pull out the Great Ore and just go for a Maelstrom. It wastes a lot of MP, and it's actually a pretty bad idea, but I've died a lot to those things, so I just kill them straight off. And this is another oddball section right after that one, with a lot more of them, and another one of those little enemies with a shell. And more rocks that you have to carry across bullshit platforming sections. So that enemy fell into lava, so it's dead no matter what happens. No enemy in this game can survive falling into like lava, water, anything. Nothing can swim. But after grabbing that rock, I'm going to have to do some bullshit platforming, and I'm going to have to be at the edge of each one of these stones, because if Musashi's not at the edge, he will fall down, and I'll probably have to restart this, if that happens. Now what I'm trying to do right here is kill this Ninjaroid and lead some of the oddballs into the steam vent so they can die as well. It's not really working out that well, but I am killing off the Ninjaroids, so that's one plus. Now that's what I wanted to happen, the oddballs to actually cross over that little line on the steam vent so that they get hurt and die, because unlike most enemies, they won't just get hurt from it, they will die instantly. So now we get another bullshit platforming section with these little stones. And I just really hate the fact that they have these platforming sections in the game. I don't mind platforming in video games, but when Musashi has to jump like he does when he's carrying stuff, I do mind that. And there's also a salamander in the lava that's going to jump out, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it jumps out every time you get close to it. It probably would have knocked the stone out of my hands if it had hit Musashi, and if that had happened, once again, I'd probably fall into lava, lose a lot of HP, and have to restart that. Now I remember this part pretty vividly, and I was trying to decide on how I was going to cross this little section and survive. And unfortunately, Musashi got hit, lost half his HP, and I just decided to fucking run through. I stopped caring, stopped calculating anything, and just ran for Musashi's fucking life. He barely makes it out of this too. Almost dies. It was real close. Now I could have saved that HP recovery item, but it would have been a bad idea. If I had done that, Musashi, yeah, he would have died for sure. There's no question. But on this next part, we're going to get some cutscenes after I go to the top of this volcano. Now you want to go up the right side because there's a chest on the right side. On the left side there's nothing, so that's kind of fucked up. But now you get two chances actually to go down the left or right side, because there's a cutscene after this that forces you to go back down this section of the volcano. So even if you miss it on your first time up, I mean on the second time you may or may not get it, who knows. But yeah, now we're gonna finally rescue the Fire Maiden.
Hang in there! I'll get you out! It won't open!
Hey, stop! What's the big idea? Don't touch that!
Guess I'll just have to cut it down.
I said don't touch! Wait a minute. You're that Musashi guy, aren't you?
Hey there. Tell me how this works.
What a pinhead! Don't you know we're enemies? No way am I gonna tell you that!
What's your... Oh, I get it. You don't know either.
Ha! I do too! I run this place! I'm Riesling, director of security for Gandrake. I'm wicked popular.
Wow. So you're the man. Props to you, dude. That's so cool.
Yeah, I guess.
So you must know all about this machine.
This? It's a pyroclastic modulator. The manual's missing, but the machine is supposed to use the Maiden's powers to stop the volcano.
Really? Nah, I'd forget about it if I were you. It won't work. Haven't you heard? There are two Maidens of Fire, and you need both of them to do anything.
You can't fool me. Maiden magic is plenty powerful. What do we need two of them for? All right, people, fire it up!
Uh-oh. What was that?
Hey, what's going on?
I don't know. It's out of control. The core power is going haywire. We may have miscalculated.
What's that roar?
Guess we've woken up the beast. We're out of here. I'm leaving cleanup duty to you.
So, you're a Maiden of Fire?
That's right. My name's Mirabelle. Who are you?
I'm Musashi.